And currently, as Jill mentioned, only 2 states currently that do not follow the winner-take-all rule for the Electoral College. Those states are Maine and Nebraska. Maine has 4 electoral votes, and Nebraska has 5. Both states use a proportional system in which their electoral votes are allocated by congressional district. Meanwhile, some people in one state are trying to revamp the way votes are doled out in the presidential election. But not everybody is happy about this. Our CNN senior political analyst Bill Schneider has those details.
Suzanne, remember hearing about a ballot measure that would change the way California casts its electoral votes? It was supposed to be dead. Well, guess what? It's come back to life. A national political battle is being fought out in California, but the voters there don't seem to know or care much about it. National Republican money is coming into California to pay for gathering petition signatures to qualify a ballot measure that would divide California's electoral votes.
If this passed, rather than 55 electoral votes going to the Democratic candidate, you would probably have about 35 going to the Democrat and 20 going to the Republican candidate. So that could have a major impact on how we elect the president in 2008.
You bet it would. 20 electoral votes is as many as the whole state of Ohio. If the measure qualifies for the ballot, the deadline is next week, Republicans will argue that it's fairer. Why should the 44% of Californians who voted for George W. Bush in 2004 not get a single electoral vote for their effort? It would also bring the presidential campaign to California. Right now, the state feels like an ATM machine. Candidates raise money in California and spend it somewhere else. Democrats will argue it's unfair to split up California's electoral votes unless other big states do the same thing.
The Democrats will say it's a power grab.
That's one thing Democrats have going for them: voter skepticism.
It's very hard to see that there's any major issue here that the voters care about. Generally, they have refused to involve themselves when the fight is between the two parties. They say, "Gee, that's not my fight."
When California voters don't understand or care much about a ballot measure, they usually vote no. They figure somebody's up to something. A lot of the money behind the California ballot measure is coming from Republicans with ties to Rudy Giuliani, and a lot of the effort to stop it is coming from the Hillary Clinton forces. It's turning into an early showdown between the 2 frontrunners, and the voters of California don't even know it. Suzanne?